What? Hello. Wow, Chroma, hello. It has been a minute. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing good. We're here back with some more dot hack mutation. How's the sound right now? It's a bit quiet, but yeah, welcome back everybody. Let's play some dot hack. I've been grinding a little bit off stream. You can see here. I've already played apparently for 32 hours, which is crazy. But a lot of it has been kind of grinding. I managed to move my memory card up to my phone, and I was playing it on the flights, like just doing some like background grinding. Sorry, I paused because Marble's staring at the ceiling and I'm looking to see what he's staring at. I think there's like a piece of dust or something that's like floating around. He's very occupied. But yeah, I was playing it on the flights, just kind of grinding. And I'm now level 37. I think when I left off last I was like level 34, 35. Time to grow another finger due to mutations. Whoa. There's a lot of I bet there's a lot of cooler mutations other than growing fingers, but growing fingers are I guess it depends on whether you want a cool mutation or a mutation that isn't that disruptive to your life. Growing another finger is probably the least disruptive. Grow another leg for the memes. and then you could you know how like in cartoons when when a character like runs and it's like animating, it's like, you know, like a Scooby-Doo type of animation where they're like they're like I don't know why I think that's the sound effect that happens, but you could pose in pictures like that. You'd never be able to wear pants you buy ever again. Oh no. I almost suggested another leg, but that can get spicy quick, and PG-13 rule now. Yes, that's right. Oh yeah, I should probably mention this for the next couple of streams until it gets passed around. But yes, I have put a PG-13 rule on my streams just because, I don't know. I'm like, because it was triggered by my me having a chat with my niece and nephew, and that they really enjoy my streams, and I was like, I want them to enjoy my streams and not be, I don't know, like safely, I guess. And so I want to be able to like not worry about content being too raunchy or whatever. So yes, there is now a please keep chat PG-13 rule in the stream. So just as a heads up. And yeah, so, and I know technically PG-13 means you get one F word per movie if you consider a stream a movie, but we can keep the Fs to 0. I'm which isn't really, I mean, I was never really a swearing gal anyway, so that would be more comfortable for me anyway. I want to be a good influence on your niece and nephew. Yeah, I mean, yeah, like I mean, I don't know if they like, if they grow up wanting to swear or whatever, it's like I don't really care about that. That's their choice. I'm more worried about like I don't know, like topics, I guess. I want them to enjoy watching my stream. This is very important to me. Yes. I'm rated RF. There, I used the one F we have, and now there are no more. Thank you, Nostrada. I'm rated R most of the time. I'm a give me 3 F's words per sentence. The sentence is 4 words. Yeah, I know. I know a lot of people who talk like that, and it doesn't bother me when other people say it, but I don't know. It's just like not the way it's never been the way I talk. I don't know why. Well, actually, I do know why. I was raised in a very conservative Christian family. That is probably why. Sort of like a sailor, but I also work construction. Not diving too hard on the higher ratings makes streams a little bit more comfortable on average. Anyway, yeah. That at least for me. I know. It's. I don't know. I think it suits my personality better anyhow. So we'll roll with that. It's such a bad habit. It's spilling over how I talk at work and needs to stop. Wait, swearing? Oh, interesting. Swear more at work than I do at home. Interesting. That's very interesting. Yeah, I've never been I don't know. I've never been a swearing gal. I mean, I say it's because of my upbringing, but I know I have friends who were raised in very similar upbringings, and then once they were older and you kind of went off on their own, they like became swearing people. But I never did. I don't know. It's just not, my brain is not wired that way, I guess. You swear at your boss? Oh gosh, you're very brave. Sure, your niece and nephew hear plenty of swear words on a daily basis, but it's your decision to limit this stuff. Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, like, I can't fully, like, credit it to my niece and nephew. I'm also, I don't know. I'm just not, I don't know. I just like I'm not a swearing woman. So it would be more comfortable for me too, for sure. Yeah. You work in a warehouse, moving into an office setting, very different verbal expectations. Oh my gosh, yeah. Oh my gosh, office speak is like crazy. Good luck. I remember I still get caught up in it every now and then when I... Oh my god, the background music's loud. Let me reduce that just a little bit. Yeah, it's a very different kind of place. I mean, when I got my like real first job, like not as a student, and then you're in these meetings and you're like, what is everyone talking about? What does it mean? And then it's like, and then the worst thing is you have to learn to talk that way because like it's like a very efficient way of getting across your ideas because everyone has sort of like bought into it, you know? Well, bought into it isn't quite the right phrase, but it's like, you know, everyone's used to it, I guess. And so it becomes the most efficient way to convey your ideas. And then you're just like, you know, let's double click on this. You know, you just like say stuff like that. Corpo double speak, sure, yeah. And then the alphabet soup, and then the acronyms, and then the code words, code names. Most people who swear still limit their language in some way. It's where you draw the line. I don't swear often. Yeah, everyone has kind of their style. I draw 4 lines and create a office. There was a time in my old job where I couldn't find a word to stand in for an expletive, so I blurted out, yeah, that situation's really stinky. And I got an emphasis on stinky. But I love that. Like, that's like kind of my favorite thing. Is like, I don't know. I think it's really funny when you sort of swear without swearing. I'm not very good at it, but I think it's very funny when it happens. All right. I'm gonna check my mail. If I get a train on F's, I eventually go 7 years ago. Wouldn't that be isn't that hilarious though? Like, I find that much more engaging than swear words, I guess. Just because it's so unusual. Where you just scream like, you stub your toe on a bed and you're just like, 7 years ago! And then everyone's like, what? 15-hour days. Oh yeah, I understand that. Greg, hello, welcome. To-do list. Bite the hand that feeds me. Put all my eggs in one basket. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Let the cat out of the bag. Think inside the box. Wow. That sounds like a real productive day. Is that a copy pasta from something? Or did you make that up? Because that's a good chat message to just like come into a stream with. You stole it? Oh, okay. I swear so little that when most people hear me swear, they ask me if everything's okay because everyone swears but I don't, which I guess gives extra power in a way. Yeah. Yeah, that happens to me too, but I always feel self-conscious about it. Because it's so not natural. Yeah, it's like I have to very deliberately choose to swear if I want to swear, and it's like, and then I feel a bit like I'm a poser. Does that make sense? I'm like, I'm gonna be cool, and I'm gonna say a bad word, and then I feel kind of weird about it afterwards. Circle back and we'll check your KPIs after you hit your milestones. Oh my god, yeah. Oh my gosh, that's all so real. When I don't swear, people ask. Okay. All right, speaking of corpo, let's check our emails because we got a bunch of emails. We have okay, so let me bring you guys up to date. I grinded a bit off stream. I did 2 side quests where we got 2 new like party members that I guess I'll explain later, but as part of this, because I was adventuring around with my existing party members, I I raised the friendship with a couple of people, so we got some new emails. So Mistral says, how about chocolate jelly beans? They're not like espresso beans where they just coat it, so you get the chewiness of the jelly bean with the chocolate flavor. Drool face. Can you get that at a convenience store? Or I don't think that's right. Why don't you just eat chocolate and regular jelly beans? This is such a you must be fun at parties reply. I'm gonna say this one. I'm gonna be like, wow, that's so cool. Let us hype up our friends. Let's hype up our friends. Really? Like what? Octopus. I don't remember what the context of this email was. Octopus. Why were we talking? Octopi are kind of funny. You can't blame them for anything. That's a wild thing to say. A mollusk? As if there's anything else. I don't know what... I'm gonna say I like octopi too. Because you can't blame them for everything. That's true. What was the context of that email? Things I like. I like raw food. Oh, we were talking about food? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Okay, well, that's okay. Have you been? I've been good. I mentioned this on my last stream, but so I won't reiterate everything about from that. But I got back from visiting some family out of state, and that was very nice. Got to hang out with my niece and nephew quite a bit. And we went to a cat cafe, and we hung out and played video games. We had a very cutthroat like round of Mario Party, and I took them to kind of like this artist alley event that was happening up there, which was also very fun. So it was good. Since I started doing TCG Live, like 5 people have offered to send me their code cards for it. Horrified to learn that. Oh, and was horrified to learn that my niece and nephew were watching random streams. Yes, they were like, apparently they've just been watching random ones. Usually my sister's pretty good at being like, oh yeah, like the kids are probably gonna watch these ones. I'll be like, oh, okay. But yeah, I mean, I guess they just kind of watch. I guess my sister's kind of like, you can probably watch whichever ones. And I'm like, that's mostly true. But don't watch Atelier Toturi, please. Don't watch those streams. Yes. Yeah, it was lovely. It was very nice. Yeah, the code cards are the code cards for TCG Live, Pokemon TCG Live. Those are the codes that you get in like physical booster packs, yeah? I think I gave all mine to my husband? I can't remember. I did that pack opening a while back. I gave them all to him, I think. Thank God for another weekend. Let's get 36 hours of phone screen time with that one. That is constant phone screen time. But honestly, that's probably what'll happen because I've been grinding Uma Musume. I've just been working a lot of early mornings. Oh no! I hope you have been able to get home early too. Or, because otherwise that's pretty painful. Okay, this guy, Moonstone. Don't have to, but assist. Bottomless guffawing raw ore. Okay, so this guy has been just showing up randomly in the dungeons that I've been doing the side quests for. And he just like disappears. He says nothing and disappears. Moonstone? Oh, is he the guy I've met several times in the dungeon? So I don't know if he... Oh, okay, we got a new party member, I guess. Gardenia says, I like watching movies. What kind? Or okay, and... So mean! What kind, Gardenia? She's trying to connect. I think we'll get along very well. Oh, okay, great. Hi, Natsume. Bio. Real name, Natsume Oguro, 9th grade, 15 years old. I'm a librarian at the school. I started the game to change myself. I'll probably cause lots of trouble, but thanks for having me on your team. You're a year older than me. I only recently started playing this game too. It's been fun. Where do you live? If it's close, it'd be nice to see each other. Okay, this is a creeper message. Do not send that. I say... Yeah, this is a creeper message, right? Like, that. I shouldn't say that. I should say, I'm in... 8th grade and things are fun. Like, let's keep it chill. Please. Can't wait for next week. 3-day weekend. My bestie will meet Steve visiting her dad, so we'll get to see her. Oh, nice! That is always wonderful. Okay, we checked our email. Like a good corporate citizen. Let us check the message board. Oh no, another tag goblin. I should take a picture of how many code cards. It's 10 code cards, which is what I've been redeeming daily. Oh, is there like a limit, or is there like a limit in the app for how many you can redeem, or is that like your limit of how many how many you feel like you want to redeem before you get tired of it? Creeper Minecraft stream next year. I'll be curious how this one will go, considering like a few weeks ago I admit I had feelings for her. Oh my god, there's gonna be drama. There's gonna be drama. I don't want to know about the drama, but I hope things shake out in the way that you want. Though I know in cases like these, sometimes you may not know what you want. But ooh, well, I'm sure I would be nervous in your position. I'm sure anybody would be. Okay, we got a thing. Well, the thing is, my wife knows about this too. As long as don't do anything with her, it's fine. Oh, okay, good. We stand great communication with your spouse. Okay, what else have I been up to? I have new email. I gotta check my email. I took a emergency first aid, like a mini course at work, because they had this like booth set up that was like, would you like to learn how to do CPR? And I was like, okay. I was like, how long will it take? They're like 10 minutes or something, and I was like, okay. Wait, let me read these emails. I like them too. What are you talking about? What do you like about octopi? Did you mean something else? I'm going to keep the conversation going. What do you like about octopi? And Natsma says, you're a year younger than me? You seem reliable, so I thought you were older. You're much better than I am. Do you read books? I hate all words. That's not what I want to say. She loves books because she's a librarian, probably. I like science fiction, but books are so expensive, I don't have enough money. Okay, we'll do that. Let's go. There's a limit. It's 400 per expansion. You can redeem 10 at a time before you have to start opening, but so long you don't go over 400 on the given expansion, you can keep redeeming them. It's tedious, and I don't want to do them all in one acid chart. Yeah, that makes sense. I would also, and then you get like a little dose of pack opening surprise every day. Do you know the origin of Stan? Wasn't it like an Eminem song or something? Music? I feel like I read that somewhere. Oh no, I got more email. I'll check it later. How many times did people reference The Office skit? I'm gonna be honest, I don't know anything about The Office. I've never watched it. I don't know anything about The Office. Also, it was like kind of like it really was like a booth. Like, it wasn't like a class that like started. It was like an activity booth. Like, there was like, so like people were coming and going at like all different times. Oh, I need to go find a guy named Panta. There's a guy I need to trade something to. Are you Panta? No. That's my grunties. And then we gotta trade him my ice cream bar that I got. But yeah, it was like a activity booth. So there was like a table that was like, here's a bunch of like, here's a place where you can learn how to use a tourniquet. Here's a place where you can learn how to do CPR on like a dummy. And then here's another table where you can learn to clear the airway of an infant that is choking. So I was like, I shall try all of the experiences. Also for everyone's sanity, because you don't want to do a million pulls. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Well, that's very thoughtful. Okay, I don't see the guy that we have to trade to. Where is my item? It's Stalker Fan. It's about being obsessed with him, and it mutated into being its own terms, but it doesn't mean what it meant anymore. Now it's just a synonym for fan. Yeah, I didn't know that. I don't know where I learned about this. Do I have enough stuff? Well, anyway, so I learned how to use a tourniquet. Shall I tell you guys about my first aid knowledge that I learned? Oh, these are the guys, these are the people that I got. Look at this guy. This guy's a comedian. I got him in my party because I went to his comedy show, and a bunch of people were at his comedy show, and then they left because he was boring. But I stayed, and so then we became friends. And then I also got her. Her face looks like an Evangelion character, actually, but what was her side quest? She was running like a trading event where like everybody, like a flea market kind of thing. And then everybody was like upset because nobody had the things that like everybody else wanted exactly. But then I went to the dungeon and find the thing. Oh, Mia's still broken. And I found the thing. She was like, thanks for helping me. And then we became friends. So I can tell you guys about how to use a tourniquet if you would like to know. Dolores Evil-Eyed Widow. Oh. Okay, we're going here. Oh my god. Wait, don't tell me. Oh no, I better have the virus course for this. I would be really sad otherwise. Uh-oh. Oh, it's fine. Hopefully Lois is okay with me mixing TCG live polls in her Pokemon Pocket channel. I'd imagine she'd say something that was bothering her. Yeah, I think she would say something. Yeah, so no, don't worry. And I haven't heard anything from her about it being bothersome or anything like that, so I think you're good. For now. I'm just kidding. Wait, I'm gonna have to pause on the first aid stuff because I think there might be a cutscene. Never mind. Never mind. Okay. I guess there's no cutscene. All right, let me tell you guys about how to use a tourniquet while we ride on our. Oh my god, this music. So. Pretend that somebody has gotten a grievous injury and they're bleeding a lot. The first thing that you want to do is you want to try to put pressure on the wound, just like with your hand or like a cloth or something, I think. And then you check to see if you hold it there for, I don't know, like several seconds, like 20, 30 seconds. And then you see if is this super loud? Anyway, you see if that stops the bleeding. If it doesn't stop the bleeding and the person continues to bleed, it means like an artery or something was hit, and that's very, very bad because then that means they're going to lose blood very fast. So what you have to do is you have to apply the tourniquet to stop blood from flowing out of the wound. So then what you do is you take a tourniquet. They had like this fancy like strap thing that worked kind of like a zip tie. It was like a giant zip tie. What you do is you look at the wound and then you measure 3 fingers width away from the wound towards the heart. Don't do it after the wound because that doesn't help. You have to do it before the wound, and then you put the strap around that distance, and then you like tighten it as much as possible, and then hopefully that stops the bleeding. And if it stops the bleeding, you did it right. And if it doesn't stop the bleeding, then you need to tighten it more. And that's how you save somebody from bleeding out. So you want to try to do the pressure thing first, because I think they didn't talk about this during the thing, but I think I read somewhere that like if doing a tourniquet like almost assuredly makes it so that they'll like need to get amputated or something. Like it's like very bad for it's very bad for you. The human body is not meant to be tourniqueted. The GameCube game that I think was the best GameCube game came out on GameCube Classic on the Switch too, Chibi Robo. Oh, tell me about Chibi Robo. I have never, I don't know much about it. I've heard of it before. Oh, this is super loud. Oh, let me, it's a little loud. So anyway, and if you don't have a fancy tourniquet strap in an emergency, you probably won't. You can get like a belt or like a, like, I don't know, like some cloth, like a shirt or something. And you can save him from bleeding out. And then the guy who's teaching me was like, he's like, yeah, remember to do, he was like very adamant. He's like, remember to put the tourniquet above the wound, like before the wound. Don't put it after the wound, and don't put it on top of the wound, which apparently is a thing that happens when like people are freaking out. Like they like, oops, oh my god, she's broken. But apparently that's what happens when people are kind of like freaking out. They like feel like they have to close the wound, I guess, which I suppose in a state of panic sort of makes sense. So they try to put the tourniquet on the wound, which does not help at all. Is this too scary of a topic? Is this like gross? I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have talked about the tourniquet part. I feel like it's useful information, but maybe it's like too scary. Okay. Let's go here. We haven't gotten into the scary part. Okay. Ooh, this is the downward place. We don't need to go down here yet. We don't need to go down here yet. In Chibi-Robo, you play as a 2-inch tall humanoid-shaped cleaning robot, and you're tasked with cleaning the house. But the characters and plot are truly what make Chibi-Robo good. Oh, that sounds cute! Do you think I would like it? It sounds like something that I would like. Story-oriented, cute robot. I should play it. The scary part being that successful CPR will involve breaking rib bones. Yes, they didn't mention that, but I'd heard that before. They were just like, make sure you actually press this hard when you do the CPR. Oh, also the like, okay, so for like the CPR part, they had these like dummies, right? Like they had like the top, like these dummies that were like the top half of like a person's torso. So like the head and like the chest and like the shoulders. And they light up when you're doing CPR correctly. So like there's these like lights that like, I guess is to help you visualize like blood flowing to the brain. So like there's these like lights that move from the heart to the brain if you do it correctly. And if you don't do it correctly, it like won't go as far or something like that. Do you think niece and nephew could handle first aid talk? That's the real question. Oh, that's true. I think this is okay, yeah. I think this would be something, this is a topic I would tell them about, yeah. I think. Hopefully, I mean, I think it's probably important for them to know. I don't think they would think it's too scary, I hope. My nephew for sure would be okay. I'm a little less sure about my niece. She might be like sad. Maybe she wouldn't be scared, but maybe she'd be kind of like sad about it. Oh, the thought is making me sad. But yeah, it's important to know. But yeah, but the CPR dummies were like high tech. It's very interesting. So I was like, and then they had this like, basically like a metronome sound effect that they were like, this is the rhythm with which you need to do the CPR, like pumping. And like, do not forget it. It's like very loud and obnoxious. So it's actually kind of memorable, which I guess is good. But yeah, they were, yeah, you make your arms, like you have to like lock your arms so that they're straight. And then you put the palms of and then you like overlay your hands so that to like reinforce it even more. And you put the palms like right on their like the center of their like rib cage basically, or like kind of like the bottom center of the ribs, so it's like not directly on the bone but like right under where the bone is. And then according to the rhythm you have to like push really hard over and over. You'd personally be nervous about it, but you know, oh okay, Am I breaking my own PG-13 rule? Dang it. I don't know. I'm like very excited about having learned this skill or like refreshed it, I guess. I learned CPR, gosh, like in high school a very long time ago. But yeah, I'd forgotten about like the details, like how you have to kind of lock your arms. But the other thing that the guy told me, who was teaching me how to do the CPR, he was like, because it's like very physically intensive, you're supposed to like you do it for like, you know, like a minute or so, and then you're supposed to swap out with somebody else, because then otherwise you get too tired and you won't be able to do it with like the frequency that's necessary. And then so like you have to have a couple of people who are like also there and like ready to help, and you have to swap very fast. Like you can't leave the person without CPR for more than 10 seconds, I think he says. Which is not something I remember learning, so that's actually really useful. Betty, hello. Betty, I have a question. Do you think our niece and nephew would be... So I was talking to chat about how I took like a first aid class, like a minute, well, kind of a activity booth at work. I learned about like tourniquets and CPR and stuff. I'm gonna save state. And I was teaching chat about how to apply a tourniquet. Do you think our niece and nephew would be scared if they were... I mean, I don't think they're gonna be watching Hack, but I don't know. They have surprised me in the past. Would they be scared about like, this is how you stop bleeding? Nephew for sure would, and niece maybe, I doubt. Okay. Yeah, I think she would probably be okay. Okay, that's good. Thank you for validating. You Valorant. Oh, good luck. Make sure to win. Come back and report your success, please. You did a part of a health class I did in high school. Ah, okay. Yeah, I think we probably did something like that too, but it's been so long that I was like, I think it'd be good to refresh it, and it was free, and it was like right there. I just like went during lunch. You know, you finally matured when an old lady falls on the street and instead of laughing, you steal her wallet? No, that's so sad. Both of those options are very bad. Actually, and like, and it's interesting that old people can be very, old people are very fragile. Your bones are very, very fragile. So like a small fall can be very like dangerous. I don't know if there's like a good, like if you drink a lot of milk, like eat a lot of calcium, can you prevent becoming a brittle old person? Like, or is that just like, no matter how much calcium you ingest, will you still become very fragile? Okay. I did a survey of 200,000 people and they all agreed with your point of view. Now then raises the question of what was your recruitment strategy for the people who took your survey, and how did you manage to get 200,000 psychopaths all in one place? Because that's a feat in itself. I think calcium is so your bones are not fragile when you're younger. Okay, so like no matter how much calcium you take, like when you get older, it'll just kind of, it like you'll still, I guess maybe it's like you're slightly less fragile than your fellow old people, but you're still going to be very fragile. Especially for older people, because their brain shrinks as they get older and therefore can bounce around way more in their fall. That's bad for the brain. Oh, I didn't know that about the brain as well. Interesting. Ow. You did it very quickly. Okay, and then the last first aid thing I learned is how to help a choking baby. So then they had these like baby dolls that were, and they didn't look, and it was interesting too, because I noticed like they look very not real. which is maybe I would hope is a very conscious decision, because I'm sure maybe people get kind of upset if they're handling like a very realistic looking baby doll, but it's like there's like very clear like seeds. You're like, this is a mannequin. This is 100% a mannequin. You can look at it from 100 feet away and you'll be like, that is a mannequin. That's not a real baby. You shouldn't consume too much calcium because it can actually cause osteoporosis. You need the right amount. Oh, really? You can over calcium? That's interesting. But yeah, so you take the baby doll and then, so, okay, the baby's choking on something and baby is probably not very good at coughing to get the thing out. So you gotta help the baby. So the first thing you do is you flip it over so that it's like facing downwards, but you have to you balance it on your arm and you hold the head up with your hand, like you're holding the head in your hand so that you're like kind of tilting its chin up, so that way it's like the airway is kind of like straightened out and like clear, and then you take your other hand and you give the baby a couple of like firm whacks like right in between the shoulder blades, like with your like the palm of your hand. So you kind of like you're kind of like bam 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 bam, like, and you have to do it pretty hard. Actually, I was like, do you have to do it that hard for the baby? And they're like, yes, you do. You're trying to like physically knock the thing out of their throat is why. So you're like holding this baby upside down, leaning it slightly downward, and holding the airway open, and then you're like trying to pound the back so that it like the something falls out. And you do that for a couple times. I don't know when you're supposed. I should have asked these questions. I don't know when you're supposed to stop doing the blow. I guess like if it's not happening, you have to like. Because what they said that after you do that, you flip the baby back over and then you do kind of like a miniature CPR. Like you take two fingers and then you kind of like, oh, gotta go this way. You take two fingers and then you kind of like push like underneath, like in the spot that you would do normal CPR, and like you do it like 3 or 4 times there. And I actually don't know what the purpose for that is, because I wonder if it's to like try to lodge, like get like breathing or like the lungs to kind of move a little bit so that it'll loosen up whatever is stuck. And then you flip it back around and you kind of just repeat until the baby is okay. I should ask more questions about that one. I wasn't actually sure what the purpose was of the two versions. Ooh, a boss battle. Not enough calcium and too much calcium can both cause osteoporosis. That is interesting. Data bug! Oh. Okay. Ow. Oh, I need to get our healer to heal. And let's do... Oh my god! Oh my god, Mia is gonna die. Why is Elk not healing? Do you not have... Okay, yeah. Please heal. Oh, okay, protect break. Let's do data drain. Okay. Got virus core M. And now we can just attack normally. Lovely. Yay! That was easy. Not bad. Despair and Dark, hello! Are ya winning, son? I sure am. I got aromatic grass. Oh, hey!
Hi, Mia.
Here you go, Mia. Elk gave aromatic grass to Mia.
Oh, hi. Arigato.
Wow, thanks! Hey, wow, that was in the title. Title drop. By the way, how do you use that? Hello, Wismander, by the way. There's no use for it. We just collect it. Oh. Okay. Oh, Mia's all fixed again. Why? She was like talking weird. You think it's futile? Ah, but futility is a necessity.
無駄のないシステムなんて実はとっても脆いもんなんだ。無駄の中にこそ新しい扉を開く鍵がある。
A system without futility is very vulnerable. The key in opening a new gate is futility. What does that mean? What the frick are you talking about, Mia? Just because there's no use for it, is it futile? Sometimes the existence itself is enough. Okay. Hey, Mia! Oh? I guess it got fixed. Yeah. Congratulations! Though that was amusing in itself. Elk! Hee hee hee! Smiley face. Oh. That's the end, I guess. In some ways it makes you wonder if it's that osteoporosis is actually genetic and it's impossible to fully prevent it in people that have the gene. Uh-oh. Yeah, I hear osteoporosis is very common among East Asian people, or like people have more of a propensity to get it. But I don't know if it's like, I mean, this is like, I heard this many years ago, so I don't know if maybe they found out new information about it, but I remember reading about like, because like dairy, like things with calcium is like, just tends to not be a large part of East Asian cuisine, and so like, it might be that. But maybe it's genetic, I don't know. I'm curious if there's been new research on this. Did you see the reveal of Mega Victory Bell? I did! It looks so, like, uncomfortable. They did a found footage horror bit on YouTube about it. Oh, I didn't see that. That's funny. There's an official video from the Pokemon guy. Okay, I didn't see that official video. I should look at that. That sounds very clever. Are you planning on art stream on Sunday, or are you going to Sweden or something? I wish I was going to Sweden. No, I will not have art stream on Sunday, unfortunately. I am... What am I doing? Oh, I'm playing Magic the Gathering with some friends during Sunday stream time. So yes, unfortunately no art stream this time. Sounds like she read just enough Camus to get in trouble. Camus. Albert Camus? Are we talking about Albert Camus, who wrote The Stranger, which is a book that I remember from high school that I don't remember what the concept of the story was about at all? Playing MTG with some Swedish friends. Oh my god. Albert. Is it Albert, not Albert Camus? I guess you can't do the... Is he French? I don't know. I'm probably gonna piss off some people by saying he's French when he's not actually French. A lot of these VAs sound familiar. They got some experienced people for this. Oh yeah, I actually have not looked up who the JP voice actors are. But yeah, they sound very... I'm trying to think. Have we looked them up or not? We had a bit of time where we were looking at the English voices when I was when I had that on, but then I was like, I would voice act it myself. Blah, 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 blah. ZA comes out the day before my birthday, assuming it doesn't get delayed. Oh, very cool. What a happy French. Happy, sorry, my brain read the next message that like got mixed up. Happy Pokemon surprise for your birthday. Yeah, he's French. It's like 23 years ago, so probably this is before their experience. Oh yes. This is like early career days. Happy French Day. I tried reading The Myth of Sisyphus and couldn't make it through. Ha ha ha. I don't know if that was meant to be a joke, but I think that works as a joke. We got aromatic grass and Mia got fixed, so everything is perfect. Oh no. The tease chilu? The tease chilu? What's the tease chilu? Oh. Okay. Damn it. Oh no, I cursed. Oh, bye. Okay, Mia did not get fixed, but that's okay.
ところで少女らしきキャラクターはどこにもいなかったな。
But I didn't see any girl-like character.
また振り出しか。
Guess I'll start again. Yeah, so we are looking for we're looking for Ara, who is a mysterious girl character that I think died in the previous game, but then we got like an email for her, so she's not actually dead, but she seems to have some connection with like the mystery of why this game is putting people in comas. So we are looking for her, and we saw, I forget where we got this location, but we tried checking it out because we thought she might be there, but she was not. It's kind of dense reading. Reread it every day. Ah, that's true. Yeah, what books do I remember from high school? I remember of Mice and Men. I remember being sad about it, and then I remember The Grapes of Wrath. And I was really excited to read The Grapes of Wrath because then I felt like I could understand the VeggieTales video about the Grapes of Wrath. I was like, this is a reference to something that I do not yet understand. And then I went to high school and I read The Grapes of Wrath. And I was like, cool. Oh, another board message. Found a protected area in Lambda server as well. Anyone know when they'll be done with maintenance? You probably can't go in, but it was Nameless Seeker's Prairie. Okay, interesting. We'll check that out. Secret area. Epitaph of Twilight. Seems to be popular these days, so I put up a new topic. Epitaph of Twilight is an online work that was on some novel-related site. It was popular in certain circles, but the site it was on bit the dust, so I couldn't gather much information about it. Fragments of the text data apparently got traded for a lot of money among the die-hard fans. They didn't just, like, freely share it with each other? That's so sad. They, like, sold it? I don't know if that's true. The entire thing is just filled with mysteries. If anyone knows anything, please post. Ooh, okay, this is gonna be a lore thread. Joe Baby, hello. Welcome in. Keyword creation. There's some weird parameters known as monsters and items. Oh, this is another tutorial post. Parameters can change the appearance rate of monsters and items from the area level. It gets pretty easy to collect items. If you choose a negative word for monsters, the rate of appearance for items in the area will not change, but the difficulty of the monsters that appear will decrease. If you choose a positive items word, you can increase the rate of appearance for appearing items in that area. Okay. Ah, okay. That's cool. Alright, let's check our email. I only know the general gist of the myth of Sisyphus, the idea behind it being you get so close to accomplishing and then you suffer a setback and have to restart. It's kind of indicative of the human condition in many ways, yeah. Selling the strategy guide, a thing people only buy nowadays if it looks fancy and they want the book on the shelf to look at, because otherwise you can just look up guides online. That is true. Yeah, this is also a thing with like a lot of retro stuff. Like, people don't buy, I mean, some people do, I'm sure. But like, you'll spend, you know, $200 on like a custom Game Boy and then just like not play it. You put it in like a little display case and then you have it on your desk. And I'm like, I guess I can kind of understand that, but it's also like, oh man, it's a fully functioning Game Boy Color. Like, you could you could play with it and like it would be fun and cool. But yeah, I don't know. I guess it's like a nice car, maybe similar thing. You buy the nice car, maybe you don't actually drive it around. What do you like about octopi? The texture. I prefer octopi, squids, and sea cucumbers. Anything with a chewy texture. I especially love the suction cups. Oh, is that the end of our thread? Wow, I love them too. I'm a librarian because then I can read the new titles before anyone else. And if I like it, I'll go buy it at the bookstore. After I read it once, that's it. Favorite books. Don't you sometimes feel like reading your favorite book again? This seems more friendly, so I will say this. Okay. Guides are better when there was ASCII art in the text file and there's a custom line breaking, so if the window was too small, the formatting would break. Yeah. That still happens. You can still go, oops, I accidentally paused the game. You can still go back on, actually, I think the walkthrough I'm looking at right now for .hack is an ASCII guide. And it has these, like, ASCII maps of, the various dungeons that you go through, which is very exciting. So you can take a little dive back into the early 2000s. We're gonna raise another child. Oh my god. Saw an edit of a Sisyphus image with him getting to the top and the caption saying, "And now what?" after Silksong got its release date. That's very funny. I constantly purchase things I never end up touching. Nervously glances at the 1,800 plus titles I own on Steam. Oh man, I bet you're not alone though. I think it's particularly easy with digital content. My friends popped off pretty hard when the Silksong news dropped. So, as somebody who is not plugged into the Hollow Knight fandom whatsoever, is the news that Silksong it has a release date? Is that what it is? Or is it like, because like it's not out, right? Like it's just now it's more certain that it's actually coming out sometime soon. Is that what the news is? Because I know people have been very, very excited about it. Also, it's not like you play the Pokemon trading card game, but you have the card from it. That's true, yeah. It's got pretty art on it. No official communication for 6 years, and then being like, game comes out in 2 weeks is pretty legend. Oh, that's so soon? Yes, it was already announced for this year, like 2 to 3 months ago. Ah, okay. And then the actual release date has been confirmed. Okay, cool. We knew it was going to be released before October. Got it. Oh man, well I'm excited for y'all. Let's give. Okay, the guide is telling me to raise a particular type of grunty. A lot of people didn't believe it. Yeah, I'm sure people have been burned in the past about release dates. But that's very exciting. I wish I was good at games, so oh my god. He's rapidly evolving. I wish I was good at games so that I could play Hollow Knight. I keep almost saying Hololive, which is a very different thing. And learn about what people like about it. Hopefully Silksong is what everyone in the fandom is hoping for. But I suspect it's been built up in so many people's minds that it can't possibly live up to what people have imagined it'll be. Oh, yeah. Yeah, and that must be really tough on the devs too, right? I mean, I'm sure that's partially why they had no communication about it either. Like, that's just like a lot of pressure. It's better to just focus on, like, if the dev is just like, this is, because it's like an indie. It's an indie developer, right? Like, they have like a thing they want to make and then they just make it. Our Grunty's turning into an adult. Oh my god. What the frick? Are you okay? I've done something horrible. If you'd played the first one and knew and only 3 people made it, you wouldn't be surprised it took this long. Yeah, I mean, that totally tracks. I have a hesitant. I hope it's everything everyone hopes and dreams about it, but I'm bracing for the rage. I mean, that'll always happen, you know? That'll always happen. People are like, it's not like Hollow Knight in these ways, or it's like, it shouldn't be like Hollow Knight in these. And yeah, like, people are gonna complain about anything. But I mean, if I were the devs, like, somebody who's creating something, if the people who it's for, if they love it, then that's like great. I'll be happy. A lot of my ideas about how the best games are made will be shattered if it isn't. Yeah. Okay. Chief, thank you, Hiss. Thanks to you, I'm full grown. Hiss. I do very good work for you, Hiss. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I need to trade. Oh, it's because this grunty has a particular. Whoa. What are these? So I need to get this. I'll spend a lot of money. Okay. And then I will use this on me. And my SP is increased by 15. Great. Okay. Wizmander will come in excited or crushed. Oh. Well, for the dev's sake, I hope people aren't gonna be too crazy, like, are gonna go in with an open mind, I hope. Let's refill my potions. Did I go chase around a really fast goblin again? Ugh. Okay, let's go chase around a very fast goblin again. I think I could do it faster this time. I hope for Wizmander's sake that they like it enough to not be crushed. Yeah, I mean, that's my hope for everybody. Do I have speed items? I should buy more. I should buy more, like, attack. It's fine, I'll just go. Okay. Yeah, but I think this explains a lot because Betty messaged the sisters chat, and she was like, I'm gonna restart Hollow Knight. Wish me luck. And then me and Lois were like, good luck, I guess. But now I understand why. Oddly enough, I deal with disappointment extraordinarily well. Ah, that's good. That's an essential life skill. That is an essential life skill. Oh, it's raining. Can you keep up with Jonue, Gob? Okay. Oh. Put speed on. Let's put my attack up on. Yeah. One of the few adaptive benefits of depression. Oh no! Really? Or it's like because you learn to deal with it. Okay, stop running. Stop running. Stop running. Does this guy not stop? Ah. No, dang it. Ah! Can I? I'm not close enough. Stop running. Stop running. You need to stop running so that I can cut you off. Am I close enough? No. Ah! Oh my god. This guy's hard. Oh. Oh. He moves when I'm doing attack. Oh, did I miss? Is that why? Frick. Another one of these chase around these guys. I mean, I don't have to do this right now. So maybe I shouldn't. Oh, I missed. Can he run away while I'm doing my skills? That's awful. Can I paralyze him? Hangman, paralysis. Does this work? Oh my god, it does! I should have been doing this the whole time. I should have been doing this the whole time. Easy. Walk through. Walk through. Walk through. You were missing essential information about how these guys work. Oh, did it miss? Maybe that was just luck. Remember when one of these in the last game gave you wrist pain? Yay! That was easy! Easy! What? What? City folk don't chew their noodles. They just slurp them up. Not good, Gob. Okay. Alright. Well, we got an achievement for that. We will leave you in your dead body here. I should have been using the paralysis strat this whole time. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Spore, Fable, No Man's Sky, all built up to be the best game ever, and then ended up less than they promised. I like Spore for what it was. Oh, where's my sneaky grunty? Are they all over here? But it was a far cry from what they promised. Fable was built up to be the best game ever, but it was okay. Wait, where's my sneak grunty? Is he running around? People who hadn't heard the hype really liked it, but it didn't live up to the hype. Yeah, hype can be dangerous that way. It's useful from a marketing perspective, but from a creative perspective, sometimes it can really backfire. A lot of fun with No Man's Sky, but only several years after it originally came out, it didn't really end up being the game I expected. Yeah, I'd heard that too, that it took some patches. This thing is so scary. Well, this does not have... Okay. Let's do the Moonstone. Well, let's save, and then we'll do the Moonstone dungeon. You love marketing. I love products, and when those products are marketed to me, especially against my will. I had a convo with one of my friends the other day about that, and they were like, very like, I refuse to be marketed to, and I was like, whoa, that's powerful. We want to get Moonstone. Okay, let's see what this Moonstone guy is all about. I'm coming. And we'll bring Mistral as our healer. I should buy more recovery items. Promised tons of features in interviews in No Man's Sky that weren't there on launch. Ooh, oh no. I wonder how much of that is due to like devs being interviewed and then like kind of just kind of talking frankly about like, oh yeah, we're thinking about this and that, you know, without, because like if you're just like a, you know, if you're just a dev, you probably don't think too hard about like the impact that might have on like the public opinion about the thing that you're making. And so, and that's why that's like, there's like people at like larger companies who take care of like, here's what the messaging is gonna be, because we don't want people to get the wrong idea. We want to be like super crystal clear about all this stuff. But like if you're not really thinking about that or trained with that, like you probably go in interviews and you're like, oh yeah, we're just kind of thinking about this, and then it kind of runs away from you and everyone's like, they're gonna make this, and it's like, well, we didn't actually say that, but annihilate all monsters in the dungeon. Okay. Do you mean destroy all the monsters in the dungeon? I don't know what annihilate means. I'm Kite. I'm in middle school. Okay. Guess we'll run around this level a bit. Oh, I see. What the frick is this? Armor Evil? Oh, I need to use paralysis on these guys. Marketing is like traffic. I will go insanely far out of my way to avoid it if I can, because otherwise I sit there considering my life choices. That's fair. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. I am going to die. Does that friend talk about certain adverts because they're annoyed at them? If so, they're advertising to the people they're complaining about. No, it's just like in general. It was like, I see what you mean. It's like kind of negative, like bad press is still good press. Any press is good press. Or what's the phrase? Mistral, please heal me. Oh no, oh my god. My party member died. First time out, bad impression. What is this? Should I just paralyze? But no, it's just kind of in general. They're like, I don't want to be influenced without me thinking about it. Like, weirds them out. Which I'm like, I get that. I guess it's, but I'm too lazy to like go out of my way for it. As someone who didn't really care either way for NMS, oh, No Man's Sky, it seems like the devs just had zero PR training, so they're really transparent on what they're working on without worrying about whether it'll actually make it in or it gets cut. Ah, okay, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense, yeah. The PR training part is like weirdly important for something that gets a lot of hype. Especially for something, I don't know if they meant for it to get a lot of hype, they probably didn't. I mean, it's sort of hard to force that anyway, but like, yeah, they probably were just not, you know, thinking about how there's this like big game of telephone that gets played, you know, when people are talking about things. Oh my god. 2 of these. Oh, Salad, hello. I really enjoyed going through NMS's Redemption. The gameplay loop of it gets a bit stale after 100 plus hours. 100 plus hours? But because of how much content there is in the game now, it's surprisingly easy to get addicted into it again. Oh, that's good. I mean, I'm really glad too on behalf of the... I'm really glad that the devs got you know, despite maybe the initial deployment, that they kind of were able to bring the game up to kind of what they... Oh my gosh, everyone is... everyone's paralyzed. Ow, ow, ow. Hello Games has learned a lot about NMS's marketing cycle, speaking from the fact that their newest game, Light No Fire, hasn't gotten any new news on it for about 2 years now. They're like, we made a huge mistake. We're never talking about our games ever again. That's fair. It's an example for why game studios are extra hush-hush on talking about the game during development. Yeah. It was a learning example for everybody. That makes sense. I didn't know about it until it was almost out, and my cousin that I play Minecraft with was excited about it. Hearing the interviews, I was thinking they're promising too much. I'm sorry, I don't think it'll live up to it. But it might. People like holding on to the hope. I mean, I sure do. I tend to be an optimist in these kinds of things. Like, cautiously. I'm gonna data drain this guy because I'm tired of fighting. Yeah. Okay. Oh, we got a treasure chest here. Very nice. Trying to think if there was a game that I really looked forward to. I mean, a lot of the like I was disappointed by Pioneers of Olive Town. Story of Seasons Pioneers of Olive Town. I was just so sad about it. I think I pre-ordered it and everything. But it was just like, I mean, but that wasn't because of hype though. I was just like, oh, I'm going to blindly buy every Story of Seasons game. So honestly, yeah, that was more of a lesson in like, be cautious before you spend money sort of thing. What'd I get? I got a Homura. Cool. No Man's Sky was a bunch of people who left corporate video games, and their lead was really excited to talk about their plans and what they're working on. I think Promise is doing a lot of heavy lifting. A lot of the interviews felt like, here's a cool thing we're working on. Yeah, right. And it's like, whoa, what the frick? Can I paralyze you? You look very scary. Yeah. It's hard when you're like, oh, I'm just excited to talk about what I'm working on. And then, you know, because there's like a billion people paying attention to it. It's like, okay, that didn't work. But we will do our best. Oh! This is very scary. Try to limit my hype levels for things in general. If it doesn't meet your expectations, I'm liable to explode at people for the next several weeks. Oh no! Like, cause you get like disappointed and then it like makes you sad. I mean, I mean, you're being thoughtful about how to manage your emotions. I think that's a good skill to have. I'm dying! I'm dying. Nope. Oh my gosh, this guy is very hard-hitting. Gamers, including myself, don't know how video games are made, so it's very easy to take things at face value. Yeah, that's 100% true. Yeah, it's like, you know, like, and that's true for everything, you know, like, people will talk thinking, like, they have a certain context for, like, oh yeah, if I say this, like, you know, I understand it as this way. Stormlord helm, that sounds cool. I should save state again. Okay. We're leveling up our party members here. You don't even know what you're set about. Oh no, what were you set about? I hope you're not upset anymore. Upset. I said upset. That's not a word. Someone on the autism spectrum changes hard, and for some reason my head considers didn't live up to the hype has changed. No, that makes sense. It's like a surprise, you know. It's a surprise, emotional surprise. I don't even know. Uh-oh. 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 Oh, Mistral is paralyzed. Antidote. Good thing I have a billion of those. Do I need to resurrect? Speaking of hype, are any of you still reading the Peppa Pig divorce comics? I'm hard locked in this week's was so good. Oh, did they? I didn't know that they were on like a regular update a schedule. I have not, I'm not caught up. Thank you for reminding me to check it out. Peppa Pig divorce comics. Oh no. Okay, Wizmander wasn't here when we talked about it. Why is that thing alive? Oh my goodness. Okay, hold on. Let me pause. I'm gonna find the link. Okay, so there's this artist who like was bored at their day job, and then they decided to like make like basically like a fan fiction comic of Peppa Pig's parents getting divorced, and it's like weird. It's like funny because it's Peppa Pig, but it's like weirdly like real too. Like it's kind of emotional. And this is I'm gonna find let me see if I can find the first one. Yeah, it's this. So they just like randomly made it when they were bored, and then it like went mildly viral or like reasonably viral. They're very good comics, like very good storytelling. And I guess it's being updated weekly or so. So please check it out. Very talented storyteller telling the Peppa Pig divorce fan comic story. Okay, I guess we gotta kill this thing first. Oh, we're gonna die. We're all gonna die. The thing about game dev that still surprises me is how much can drastically change even when release day is in 2 weeks. Hearing nightmare stories when the entire mechanic story is overhauled in the same month that's shipping release. I mean, yeah. The people who are pooping their pants the most are probably the devs. They're like sleeping under their desks and stuff. Okay, getting rid of that. Mistral's dying. Oh, I should have brought more resurrects. Okay. Ow. They're on the Portugal vacation arc. It's so good. I gotta catch up. I'm so glad that me introducing this to you has continued to be a light in your life. What was I doing? Oh, I was gonna wait. Oh, I was gonna do a skill. I have such issues with change that if we were gonna go to a place I didn't really want to, but had mentally prepared to go there and it gets canceled, I get unreasonably mad at people. Yeah. Yeah, I somewhat relate to that. I'm not, I don't think I'm on the autism spectrum, though I've often wondered. I forget if I mentioned on stream that I took that like one online quiz, online like questionnaire that's like, how how autistic are you? I'm gonna run around while the MP recovers. And it was like, you're not very, except like, but I scored like low, like fairly normal and everything, except for the social anxiety part. And I was like, okay, I'm not autistic. I just have very lot of social anxiety. But yeah, I also get really like, I was much worse about this before. Like I would get really upset about like, I had planned all these things and I was gonna do all these tasks, and if I don't do all these tasks, then I get really mad at myself. Because it's like, I had set aside this time to do this stuff, and now it's all ruined. If it didn't all go according to plan, I would get really sad about it. So, yeah, I relate. Probably not to the degree that you're describing though for yourself, but I can somewhat relate. Most of us here can probably be assigned to some part of the spectrum, depending on where you draw the boundaries. That's true. Yeah. Yeah, it is stuff like that I've observed about myself, like kind of being very upset about, not like super upset, but yeah, like pretty upset about change. Like more so than my husband, for example. Oh gosh, it's one of these. That I've kind of wondered, like, oh, is this like, yeah, I don't know. I was like, is this unusual? Like, do I need to do something about this? But I guess if it doesn't bother my day-to-day life, it's like, whatever. One of my best friends is on the spectrum. I've learned to take care to give him as much warning when plans change as possible. Oh, that's a very nice thing to do. You're a very nice friend, Wizvander. That's very nice. Oh my gosh, please don't attack me! Ah! Okay. Whew. Okay. Let's heal up a bit. Yeah, but that's very nice of you. I think a lot of people, like, would... You know, I mean, it's not necessarily, like, a bad thing. It is kind of sad, but I know, like, a lot of people would be like, you know, I can't accommodate that, so we can't be friends, you know? And that's always very, very sad when that has to happen. And sometimes that is the right thing to do. But yeah, it's nice that you care about your friend. To like be like, yeah, I can be accommodating. That's very cool. I admire that. We leveled up enough. Oh my gosh, this guy is so... You have so little levels! Okay, I guess we should level up a bit more. I generally assume anyone dedicated enough to find a video game streaming website is probably higher on the spectrum than average. Anyone who struggles with the process of setting up streaming themselves is even higher on the spectrum. That the people watching these people may be too much assuming. Oh god, he died! Oh, now you're making me wonder about myself. know. I need to heal. I need to set Mistral to healing. Oh, these guys are so buff. No, skill. Oh, he died. Please stop dying. I should have brought more. Should have brought more resurrects. Yeah, the other thing that I do that made me think like, oh, am I somewhat on the spectrum, is that I do info dump sometimes, and maybe that is part of why I talk so much on stream. Like, I don't know if that's related. And I actually used to struggle a lot with like keeping it limited to what I think people want to know. Like, I would just like keep talking, even though like in my head though, but here's the thing, like in my head I would like realize it. I'd be like, this is probably, and maybe that was like a skill I gradually learned, but like in my head I would be like, this is way too much information, but like I couldn't stop myself. I would just like keep going, and like it would take me a while to like explain everything that I wanted to explain. Yeah, so I don't know if that's like is that just like a social skill that I learned, or is that like something else? I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell. I'm sure there's a lot of like things that are like, no, these can be explained by multiple factors, so it's not always, you know, indicative of things. But that was one thing that I thought about. I do info dump sometimes. Yeah, and I do it on stream too, but I feel like I have gotten a lot better at making it like entertaining. I don't know. I guess the first aid explanations wasn't that entertaining. I don't know. You're here for the info dumps? Oh, okay. Well, that's good. Great. I'll keep doing it then. The current prevailing thing about the autism spectrum is that everyone is somewhere on the spectrum. Just some people are more on the autistic side than I keep saying autistic side than others. Yeah. That makes sense. So yeah, I mean, maybe the simplest explanation for kind of what I feel like I experience in my life is just like, I'm like slightly higher than a lot of people, but not that high or something. Like very, very, very low on the spectrum, but higher than like nothing. Okay, we gotta kill this thing. Oh! Why can't Mistral? Oh, is Mistral paralyzed? Okay. We're good. You seem very cognizant of when you're doing it, and I notice you curtail it most of the time. Yeah, this is like a skill I've learned, and I actually don't know. I think it's weird. It's like, I think the social anxiety, in a way, like, motivated me in learning that skill, where I was like, it's like, oh, I have this other thing about me that makes me want to info dump. But at the same time, I also have extremely strong social anxiety that makes me worry about whether people like me or not. And so it kind of like balances it out, which is very weird. So it's like, okay, I guess. Feels like a lot more work than average to set up an entire streaming setup for little reward than the average person is willing. That's true. Yeah. I think some streamers have very different, I think depends on the streamer. Like, I feel like I'm sure there's people who stream because they want to become like famous or something, you know, like, versus like people stream because they want to yap at people, versus, you know, other people stream because, I don't know, like they want to, maybe they feel like they could make money as a content creator or something like that. I'm sure it varies depending on the motivations. I bet you'll find most of us enjoy when you talk excitedly about something you're interested in. Yay, that's good. Yeah, I love talking excitedly about stuff. It's like, I have to like, yeah, and I think Twitch is a good outlet for this, because like sometimes if I am talking excitedly about something, but like it's not a stream day, or, you know, maybe we're traveling and like I haven't been streaming or whatever, I have to like grab my husband. I'd be like, do you want, I'm like, can I tell you about like this thing? And he'll be like, okay. I'll be like, okay, here I go. And I'll be like, I'll be like, okay. I'm like, isn't that interesting? And then he'll be like, yeah. I'll be like, it's interesting, right? He's like, yeah. So it's probably a good outlet for me, and also maybe brings a little bit of relief to my spouse. One of the positives to being on a site where a lot of people are higher on the spectrum is that a lot of people on the spectrum like the info dumps, as long as they can info dump in response. Yeah, I mean, I think people like the yapping. I think you gotta like the yapping if you're a stream enjoyer. So that makes sense. The people that stream because they want to be famous usually give up pretty quick. That also makes sense. I was looking through all the drawings, and the one I did of Marble's POV while in the cone is still very funny to me. Yeah, I was very delighted when you drew that. Ooh, Link. I probably... Oh, man. Do I have... I think you probably posted before I joined Blue Sky, so I think I probably reblogged it on my Twitter. Oh my gosh, I keep forgetting to turn on healing. I can probably find it. I don't know if Greg is already finding it. If Greg is not finding it, I will find it. Because it's very cute. You may have been able to tell that I tend to info dump a lot. I feel more self-conscious about it in person than online. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. No, yeah, I mean, you do info dump a lot. And I remember mentioning this too, that like, my niece and nephew noticed it too. They're like, Power 46, like, knows so much about games. Oh, I think probably because of the, it was probably because of the Paper Mario streams. Because you knew a lot about Paper Mario, and that's also one they watched all the way through. Yeah, but and actually, I'll hold off on sharing the image, the post, actually that Greg drew, because I'm realizing that I don't know if Greg wants their like online handle to be revealed. If I don't know if that's like a thing they want to be private about. Maybe I could pull up the picture and like just show it on stream somewhere. You don't have a Blue Sky because you made it 2.5 years ago. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Then I probably reblogged on my Twitter. So I guess it's not that private anyhow. Hello, niece and nephew. If you read this message, know that I am evil. Also go to bed. That's Nostrada. They're not actually evil, I think. I don't actually know. Instead of running around blindly, I should probably just use a fairy's orb. I should have done from the beginning. Now I can see where all the monsters are. What advice would you give to my niece and nephew as pre-middle school kids? What's good life advice? Like wear sunscreen, brush your teeth every day. You're permitted to punch people as a last resort if they're beating you up. Maybe I shouldn't say that. I don't know. I should probably clear that kind of thing with my sister first. Please forget about what I've said if you're watching this. They're probably not. They're probably not watching Dot Hack. I think this is a little less engaging. Ah! Of course. I think truly evil people are pretty rare, so perhaps they're lucky to have Nostrada here. Oh! Help, I'm dead. I don't have it on Instagram either, because they think I also made it before that account. Have it on Newgrounds. Oh, I'm gonna die. I have nothing to... I have no... Brush your teeth twice a day. If you don't, you'll wake up one day and it'll hurt and you wish you brushed more. Yes, that is so true. Take care of the teeth thing is no joke. Your life is extremely miserable if you do not take care of your teeth. Buy an electric toothbrush instead of a normal one. What if I just show up one Christmas and be like, hey kids, your cool Auntie Joy bought you something so important for your life. And then it's like 2 electric toothbrushes. And they'll be like, cool. Thanks, Auntie Joy. And I'll be like, aren't I the coolest aunt ever? Would I sacrifice my cool aunt status to give them electric toothbrushes? Is that a sacrifice I'm willing to make? My advice would be to say toofers instead of teeth because it's fun. That's great advice. We have a lot of teeth-related advice. Wait, Greg, is it okay for me to post the link? Or do you want to keep your, like, your online presence private? Because I can find it. To kids, you'll stop being cool eventually one way or another. No, I refuse! I want to be cool until I die. I want my niece and nephew to think I'm cool until the very end. Sure you don't mind? Oh, okay, let me find it. It's cute. It's probably on my... Let me see. It's probably on my Twitter. I reblogged it a million years ago. Or 2 years ago, I guess. It's very cute. My teeth would be so much healthier if my family got that weird music playing bone conduction toothbrush. Oh, so that you can like listen to music? What if you could load your own songs on there? And just like, you could put like whatever you wanted. You can get one of those electric ones where that play Party Rock is in the house tonight while they brush. Is that even like a cool song anymore? Like, will they be like, oh man, this is awesome? Or will they be like, what is this? Where is the reblogs? The retweets? The reposts? Where are the reposts? You wouldn't jailbreak a toothbrush. Yeah, that's good advice for my niece and nephew. Don't jailbreak any toothbrushes. It's extremely inconsequential, probably. Where is the reblog? Okay, it's actually quite far back, quite far down. I have to scroll through a lot of Huevember posts. It'll swing back around when they go into adulthood. I hope so much that they keep wanting to be around me while they are in adolescence. I want to support them. I'm sure I will struggle greatly with like, they are making a bad decision, but I also don't want to come across as like trying to control their life or whatever. And maybe they just have to learn from making mistakes, but also what if they die or something? What should I do? But I will feel that a lot less than my sister, I'm sure, than their parents. I'm just gonna have like kind of tangential anxiety about it. When I trimmed my beard really short, my niece and nephew told me I looked creepy, and it was the first time a child has truly hurt my feelings since I myself was a child. Oh no, that's so sad. Oh no. But like they don't say it in like a malicious way either, right? But it like hurts because they're being extremely honest, but not in like a why is everything like dying? Oh, it's because of Chrome. Oh, it's because of Chrome. Oh no. Oh, and I think it's because I'm scrolling a million posts down my Twitter and now Chrome is dying. The stream is very sad that I opened Chrome. Not that I thought the song was peak cool or anything, but with how popular it used to be, I took 2d6 psychic damage from her essentially calling me old. Oh no. At least your voice is fine? Okay, the audio is coming through. That's fine. At least I'm not doing anything visually right now. Oh my god, there's so many posts to scroll through. This was quite an old drawing, actually, huh? For some reason, I thought it was kind of recent. You have the link if you want? Oh yeah, go, okay, let me permit you, actually. Thank you for saving me from Chrome. I'm slowly typing. Okay, I shall permit. There you go. I'm gonna close Chrome. Oh, wait, frick! I don't want to close the... No! Okay, that's fine. I will close Chrome. Okay. Hopefully it is... The frames are dying, but your voice is fine. Oh, that's weird. Oh, the game audio is not coming through, but it's... But my voice is? That's very strange. Most people tell you hard truths in a sensitive way. Kids, they'll say it off the top of their head the same breath they ask for your iPad. Yep. Oh my god. Oh, I'm dying. It's choppy. Can't believe you don't have it saved to your computer. No more fan art ever again. Oh no! Oh, but that's true. I should save it so that I... No, but the thing with saving it is like, I'm scared I'm gonna forget where it's from. I guess I could like rename the file to remember. Oh, I'm gonna die. Uh-oh, did I save state recently? Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Pistol, do you have any? Oh no, she doesn't have any. Oh, she's paralyzed. Oh no, we're screwed. Okay, well, let's load state again. This is why we do this. And here we are back here. Hopefully not too far back from where we were. This game would be so much more painful without save states. Okay. The one I did recently of 3 Colored Joys, I think that one's pretty good. Yeah, I enjoy your fan art. They're very cute. While you're looking through Twitter, yeah. I think now it's fine, hopefully. PowerPoint tuber. Yeah, I actually, while I was visiting my family, my sister was, we also were hanging out with 2 of my niece's friends because their parents were, like, needed my sister to watch them for a while. And so they just kind of came over to hang out with all of us. And yeah, it was very interesting because it was my first time watching in a lengthy amount of time my niece and nephew interacting with other kids. And it felt very like, what's the word? Like, okay, the word I'm thinking of is stereotypical, which is not the word that I think is actually accurate, but it was like, you know, it was like 3 girls and then my nephew who's like, when are they gonna leave? You know? And then he'd be like a little bit rude to them, and then they would be like rude and sassy back. And I'm like, am I supposed to step in, or is this just like how, you know, kids are? Like, am I supposed to be like, don't be rude? Like, or am I just supposed to be like, do I let them communicate with each other? What'd you expect for the... I don't know, like, I guess it was like, I think I was just expecting them to be like more civil than than they were. But then I was like, but I feel like I'm watching, like, this is like what you watch. This is like how you see like siblings depicted, like siblings and their friends depicted in like, I don't know, like a Disney sitcom, you know, where it's like, oh, the main character is like the sister, and then they hang out with their friends, but then like the main character's older brother comes in and is like being annoying or something, you know, or like, and then they're like, go away, you know, like stuff like that. I don't know. It was an interesting thing to like kind of witness. And I'm like, oh frick. Oh no. Do you have? Oh, okay, thank God. Kids will be kids, unfortunate as it is. Yeah, and it's like I'm like I guess they're just, I don't know. Yeah, it's interesting. Oh, did he die? Oh, he died. Common, average, yeah, maybe that's it. Proper procedures to calmly explain to them not to be rude, then turn around failing to hold in your laughter. Yeah. Exactly. I don't know. And it happens so fast, you know? Like, it happens and then they move on from it so fast. It's like, there's not even time to be like, Like, hey, let's think about what just happened for a second. Like, they've already moved on in their lives, you know? And it's like, do I call back to it? I don't know. Anyway, I don't know why I'm worrying about this so much. Like, I'm not their parent. But I guess I have whatever the, like, aunt version of maternal feelings are. Maybe maternal instincts. Because I definitely don't have maternal instincts, but I feel like I have aunt instincts. Like, how do I assist? How do I assist in the raising of these children? Do I have enough? Oh, I don't have enough. Oh, I should paralyze that other guy too. There's a reason those Disney sitcoms have that kind of interaction. It's human in a lot of ways, yeah. Or like in Arthur, you know, like Arthur and DW fight all the time too, right? And like they're always like, "You're so annoying," you know? And I'm like, that's so real. And like Arthur's parents aren't like. Arthur's parents are, I mean, they're not like cool with it. They're not like actively encouraging it or whatever, but they kind of just, I don't know. They're not always there. And yeah, so it's like, I don't know. I spent the last couple of summers taking care of my niece and nephew for my sister while she's at work. I tend to just interact with other kids how they will and then talk to them after if I feel like they cross the line somewhere. Ah, that's a good idea. Based on them watching your streams, you are responsible for raising them indirectly. Oh god. Are they learning from watching my streams? Oh no. They will learn how to yap like me. Okay, let me save state again because we survived. They're gonna learn how to cheat at games like me. Aetherion feelings. What does that mean? What's Aetherion? Aetherion? It sounds like the new Magic the Gathering set. Aetherion feelings. The new Aetherion feeling set is coming out this winter, 2026. Or Onterion? Oh. on maternal onternal instincts. Oh hey, what's this? You guys, I want to buy a cat wheel for my cat. I've come back. I'm sure I've mentioned this. This has happened. I for sure have talked about this on stream. But now that the feeling has returned that I want to buy a cat wheel for my cat. This happens to me every now and then where I'm like, I should buy a cat wheel. But I literally don't know where I would put it. There's no way I'd ever let niece and nephew watch my stream. I think it actually says a lot about how you conduct yourself that you're willing to. Oh, I hadn't thought about it like that. Yeah, I mean, I think I can do this mostly because I feel like it is how I act for real. Like just like even among other adults and like peers, you know. So you know, like I don't feel like I'm constraining myself or like I don't feel like I have to like act differently. Like this is a very accurate representation of how I interact socially in other situations as well. Making energy out of Marvel's exoskeleton. Yeah, hook it up to like some sort of machine. Oh my god. I'm paralyzed. I'm paralyzed. We're all gonna die. Help. Oh lord. No. Oh. God. I think you're just a very kind and wholesome person. Aw, that's so nice of you to say. Oh, there's 2 of them! Ah! Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Oh, Mistral's dead. Yeah, but I don't know, I worry a lot about Marble's, like, life. Like, does he have enough enrichment? Because he's such a smart cat. Oh, where's Mistral? Where's Mistral? Where is she? Oh, I feel like I'm gonna die. Oh, okay. Ah! His life? His school, dating life? Marble does not. Marble, I actually have no idea how Marble interacts with other cats. Will he be cool with them? I don't know. He hasn't seen another cat ever since he's like, he hasn't seen another cat in like 5 years. Because we don't have any other cats. Oh my god. Ah! Oh no. Job market is rough for cats these days. Uh-oh. I'm gonna have to reload. But no, like, I don't know, like, because I feel like we don't play with him enough. And I feel like he gets bored. And it's also kind of hard to play with him because we have like a million toys, but he gets bored of the toys really easily. So I wonder if he would enjoy running on a wheel. I wish somebody was worrying about my enrichment. Yeah, I feel like I personally have enough enrichment in my life. I heard the joke that if you're the aunt, uncle, or grandparent, you spoil them and let mom and dad deal with the aftermath, unless you are currently taking care of them in a way that will have future consequences for you. Yeah. Yeah, because of course you want them to like you. You want them to like you. Yeah, I mean, I think, like, I don't think I've never scolded them for anything really, but like, I think my approach so far has just been like, I don't know, like, be kind of particularly careful about my behavior around them and just be like, yeah, if they are going to learn by example from me, then, you know, this is how I want to act. It could have been her Agoretsuko outlet. She gets on here and is vulgar and starts screaming death metal. I'm sure there's people who do that. And you know what? Of course that's fine. But yeah, no, I have no Agoretsuko. I have no secret identity inside me. I'm just, this is just my, this is just my, like, normal. This is just how I am. Better or for worse. I'd be scared to let anyone in my life watch any content with me in it. But I like to keep several separate spheres of friends instead of combining everything. I rarely even tell people the names of streamers I watch. I just vaguely refer to people most of the time. Ah, I see. Yeah, I have a friend who's kind of like that too. He uses a different username on like every website or like app he's in. Which I'm like, oh, that's actually kind of smart, because then like you can never tie any of the identities together in like a confident manner. It's too late for me though. Like, you log into any mobile game and search for JoJo's Story, that's probably me. And then you'll be like, oh, JoJo's Story played this mobile game at some point, and it's gonna be a lot of them. Usually when you buy stuff for a cat, they ignore for the box where the stuff came in. Yeah, I mean, that's true. Yeah, but like, I'm hopeful, and this is also an argument that my husband makes too, because he's like, what if, because like a cat wheel is like a big investment. It's huge, and it's like, and it takes up a lot of space, and it's like, what if he doesn't like it? Then what are we gonna do? And I'm like, that's true, but how are we gonna know if he doesn't like it if we don't buy one? It's a secret identity to your coworkers. Yeah, I mean, even then, actually, like, I've mentioned to people that I stream, but maybe out of wisdom, nobody has asked me what my Twitch channel is. They've been like, oh, okay. Which honestly, maybe they are correct in doing that. Or either that, or they're just like not really stream watchers, which could also be true. Dr. Terra, hello. Just to throw things off, I'll start using JoJo's Story in games. Ooh, that's sneaky. That is sneaky. Well, honestly though, that might be helpful, because then people won't be able to confidently like establish like a resume of all of the mobile games that I've randomly tried, and also like, then I don't have to be embarrassed about the fact that like, ah yes, I did spend like 50 hours playing this mobile game before I uninstalled it. You're just being helpful, yeah. Exactly. Throwing them off the trail. Do you have anything that makes you irrationally angry? Oh, I'm sure there are things. What are some things that make me irrationally angry? I don't know. I'll have to like write it down next time it happens. I cannot think of anything off the top of my head. Usually it's like, I mean, it's things that are like, I don't know, like something's like inefficient or something like that. I don't know if that's irrational or like, I don't know, like, oh, like the other day in Uma Musume, the loading screen. But I don't know if this is irrational because it kind of annoyed my husband too. So I was not alone in this. The loading screen for Champions Meet, it says now loading, and the randomly the O in now and the one of the letters in loading is just like a tiny bit smaller than the other letters. Like it's not like a consistent font, and also the M in there's like a, oh wait, now loading, isn't now loading now, oh, now matching, that's what it is. The M in matching and the W in now are like they're not separate letter designs, like they're just like flipped over. And I was like, why? So I don't know if that's the kind of example of what you're looking for, but that might be it. Kerning, yeah, kerning. I mean, I'm not like a font, I'm not a font designer or anything like that. Like I don't know anything about font design, but I guess I know a little bit, like enough to be annoyed by it, I guess. So maybe it's a curse. Should I heal myself? Oh! That was scary. Little do we know, when the stream's gone offline, JoJo becomes the aggressive JoJo. I hope not. I don't know what I would even be. Oh! I don't know what I would even be aggressive about off stream. I guess I get kind of. I do get hangry. I know this about myself. I will get cranky if I'm hungry. How much have you spent on mobile games is the real question. Yeah, thankfully that's probably not public information. Ow. But no, I can honestly say I don't think I've spent a lot. Not too much. I like not so much that I'm embarrassed about saying. Like I think I can very without embarrassment describe the times that I have spent money on mobile games, and it's not frequent enough that I can probably remember all the instances in which it happened. Tetsuji, hey, my name's Johnny the Stray Grunty. Welcome Johnny the Stray Grunty. I didn't know you were on Twitch as well. What a pleasant surprise. Ugh, I'm gonna data drain this guy. But welcome to the stream. We're just kind of yapping while I level. I got this new party member, Moonstone, and he's like under-leveled, so I'm running around trying to level him up, and he's only level 32! God, he's so weak. Usually, unless I know someone who already knows about a given content creator, I just vaguely refer to them as I was watching a streamer or I was watching a video, yeah. Though honestly, I get that. Like, it's sometimes it's hard to merge like friend groups together or social groups together. And like there's always like a bit of a growing pain when that happens. And sometimes it's like preferable to just not deal with it. These dudes just have you chugging through consumables, yeah. I need money. Where the frick are the remaining field portals? Fortunately I've spent 0 on mobile games. Oh, good for you. Keep that record going. Keep that record going. I don't know. I think I don't regret most of my purchases. Which is to say, I like the fact that I have all of the BTS cookies in Cookie Run Kingdom. I think the other purchases that I've made, I'm like mildly regretful about though. Hundreds on just one mobile game. Is it Uma Musume? Is it Uma Musume? Oh, here we go. Spent a few hundred on Black Desert Online. Oh! When it launched back in North America, and that was the end of spending money in free-to-play games for me. Just like coincidentally, or is there something about Black Desert Online that you're like, I will never do this again? Like, did Black Desert Online traumatize you, or were you just like, nah, not anymore? Have a good weekend. Thank you, Greg! Thank you for coming and hanging out and sharing your art. Have a good weekend, too. And please get some sleep. Oh, yay, we finished clearing the field. Wish you a mediocre birthday. No, I'm gonna wish you a happy birthday. Is it your birthday? Actually? Happy birthday, if it is actually your birthday. And if it's not actually your birthday, happy early birthday. Slightly above birthday. Above average birthday. I also get hangry. I don't realize I'm hangry until someone says something. So I tend to go, oh, it's time to eat. I should get on top of that. Yeah. Yeah, it takes some time to, like, notice it. Like, I didn't learn about myself that I get hangry until, I think, later in life. It kind of becomes a necessity to realize it when you live with another person, like, very closely. It is not Uma Musume yet. I almost convinced my friend to stream that Horse Girl racing game. Well, you should try to convince them all the way. It's really fun. Like, you can, if my review means anything to your friend, which it probably doesn't, it's quite wholesome. It's like 99% wholesome. It is a mostly wholesome anime horse girl racing game, and it's very addicting and it's really fun. Okay, now we're gonna go into the dungeon. Greg asked earlier if you're planning on streaming this Sunday. Oh yes, I did reply to that. I am not streaming this Sunday. Oops, the dungeon is this way. How much have you spent on Pocket so far? I have bought. I spent $5 on accident. Because you know how they give you the free trial for the premium whatever it is. And then I forgot to cancel the trial, so I accidentally spent $5 on that. That might have been it. Or no, I bought a... Oh my god. I bought, one thing. I bought, like, the rainbow red... Like, there was, like, a trainer red series of, like, coins and stuff. Or coins and, like, card sleeves and, like, a desk mat. Or what is it? A playing mat. And I think I spent money to get just enough gold, because I had some gold left over from when I was on premium, and then I bought like a little extra so I could buy those, I think. And that is it, I think. I love Umas, yes. The new PvP mode they added I could do with that. Oh my god, I'm getting destroyed in the new PvP mode. I mean, I think for that you kind of like have to try to build like a team very intentionally. Like my husband has been doing it and he's been winning like 50% of the time, but I just entered just for funsies with like random Umas I had, and like I am not winning a single race. But I don't know, it's kind of fun to race against other players, I guess. So I guess it's fun if you go in without expecting to win anything. Oh man, it's these dungeons again. Oh no, it's a flash dungeons. Oh, sorry, Nis. Yeah, I don't know. I wish I could replace the textures in the flesh dungeons, because I am also not super keen on these. Maybe that's a possible thing. I don't know. Maybe I can replace the textures. It's between now and next stream. Oh, okay. Well, happy birthday, Greg. I hope you have a great birthday. Do something cool and fun for yourself. Do something nice for yourself. I felt kind of silly when I eventually clicked the game, and somehow that one experience kept me from doing it again, which is not exactly on brand for me. Huh, okay. It was like is this what the kids call a canon event? Is that what people mean? There was like a time when people were talking about canon events all over social media, and that was actually a meme that I did not understand. I was like, I don't know what this is referring to or what this means exactly, but maybe this is what that means. That was a canon event for Wizmander. I'm sure your word would mean something. I think he thinks I'm trying to get him to stream something lewd. It's not! They're wholesome girls! It's very cute. They're just trying to achieve their dreams. They're just trying to achieve their dreams. Wow, what organic rocks. That one even has a vein of ore in it. You probably can if you work hard enough, but it's probably not worth it in general. It was a Spider-Verse thing? It was a formative, usually negative event in someone's life. Oh, it was in it's from Spider-Verse? In the context of Spider-Man, it has to happen and there's no preventing it. Oh, okay. So it's like implying like if you were to go back in time to try to redo it, it would not. This is like a fated encounter. Things get worse if you prevent it. I see. Huh, okay. Interesting. Well, now I need to go back and look at the memes, but no one's doing them anymore. Now that I understand, I need to go back and look, but no one's posting those anymore, so I guess I just won't fully understand. So if Uncle Ben didn't die, there are consequences. Aha. Okay, I see. He doesn't believe me, even though I've not let him astray before. He just seems the anime girls and assume that means lewd. Yeah. No, I've actually heard that's pretty common. Like people see anime and they assume like it's like something weird, and then I would like hold them by the collar and be like, "It's not weird. Anime has good stories sometimes. It's actually a really beautiful medium sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. That you should watch Full Metal Alchemist." Let's defeat all the monsters in the dungeon. Okay. I'm gonna go defeat all the monsters in the dungeon. Actually, you know what? It has been about 2 hours. We could stop here because I think if I go through the dungeon, I'm gonna like go stand in the corner so it doesn't look so gross. But I could, yeah, I should probably stop here because if I go through the dungeon, it's probably gonna take another hour, especially because the monsters are kind of tough. So then this will give me a chance to grind a little bit more, and then we can go through the dungeon, perhaps. Yeah. So let's end it here. Let's see. Y'all are into anime? Sorry, goodbye. No, come back. Anime's so cool though. And then you stream the Atelier games and ruin that. Oh my god. I keep thinking the Atelier games, I played the first one and somehow thought it was gonna be 100% wholesome, but it like totally was not. And now I've learned my lesson. They are very funny, but I don't know if it's worth the trade-off. Anyway, watch out for the Atelier games. Those are not wholesome games, but like deceptively so. But they're still very fun. Okay. Let's end it here. While we are in this weird flesh place. Yeah, so I like I mentioned before, I won't be streaming on Sunday. I will be out playing Magic the Gathering with my friends during my usual stream time. And so I will be I'll be next streaming on Tuesday, 8:30 p.m. Pacific time. We'll be continuing with more Sakuna of Rice and Ruin, since I got my RuneScape fix last Tuesday, so we were turning back to the usual Tuesday game. Let's see if there is anyone to raid right now. Where can we go? Not a whole lot of people online. Oh, Juicebox is playing Theatrhythm. You could go say hi to Juicebox. And you can watch them be very good at rhythm games. Yeah, why don't we go say hi to Juicebox and just say hello? Guess I'll just stream Horse Girl Racing Game to prove to him it is wholesome fun. Haha. Yeah, do it! Do it! Get everybody into the Uma Musume hype. I'm neutral to anime aesthetics. Some of the voices tend to be annoying, but the aesthetic is fine. Yeah. I mean, you know, it's a medium. It's medium, and it's got some beautiful stuff. Anyway, just how language like Japanese is spoken doesn't mean I find it irritating sometimes. Yeah, no, I think that's absolutely true. Like even some of the voices can be. I mean, they're sort of designed in a particular way. Anyway, whatever. The weekend, I'm gonna keep talking about this forever. I'm gonna stop myself. All right, let's go start the raid to Juicebox. Oh, and he's wearing a really cool Final Fantasy 14 hoodie. That's cool. I wish I had that. I should go figure out where I can buy that. Get run to gambling. Yeah! Okay. Good night, everybody. Have a great weekend. I hope you I don't know what I was gonna say. I just said, I hope you, and then my brain was like, you should figure out what you're gonna say. I hope you all have a great weekend, I think, is what I wanted to say. And then I tried to say it twice. Oh, my brain. Okay, let's go. He's already into gambling for real? Oh, well, then there's your in. You can be like, you can gamble, but it's cuter, and you can help these horse girls achieve their dreams by gambling. And so then there's like a purpose to the gambling. Anyway, whatever. Message is cute horse girl. Exactly. All right. Goodbye, everybody. Have a great weekend. We'll go say hi to Juicebox. Goodbye. Oh, did he just... He's on a BRB screen, but we'll go say hi anyway. Okay, bye.